Good morning, everybody. Time to get hydrated. If you're wondering why I'm getting up so early, it is so that I can study some math. So that's the plan for the next hour here, and yeah, I'll let you guys know how it goes. All right, that's 1 hour done. Now I'm going to, what am I gonna do? Eat some breakfast, make my lunch for the day, and then I just go to school and do some more study. My first class isn't until 10, so make some breakfast, make my lunch, pack my bags, go to school, and then I got like 2 hours to do some more studying, so I'm just gonna do some more math. Well, alrighty. Lunch is made, ate breakfast, packed my bags. Now it's off to go to school. So fucking it is, what is it now? It's week 3, holy fucking bright sunlight. Holy shit, I can't see. But yeah, so it's week 3 now. Everything's been going pretty good, I'd say. Like, my management class is going good. Overall, like, the classes are going pretty well. The only thing that I'm struggling with, and I'm sure you can all see what's coming, is my fucking calculus class. Like, I'm actually genuinely lost, and it sucks, because, like, I'm sitting in class, and I'm trying to understand, and the teacher's asking us to, you know, if we have any questions, and I want to have questions, but I'm like, I'm so lost to the point where the questions that I have are so not necessarily related to what we're learning in the moment, because it's like, I don't know, I'm just struggling. Like, I'm legit struggling. I'm already behind because I don't recall a lot of the pre-calc material, and so it's just like, the stuff that we're learning now has so much to do with the previous course that I'm struggling super hard, like really hard, and it sucks, because like yesterday I was having a really bad day about it. I had math class in the morning, didn't really understand much about what was going on, and then I was just frustrated, like super frustrated, and it was kind of like I was really upset. I was pretty angry, and I don't show that too often on the camera, obviously, just because it's kind of hard to whip the camera open when you're crashing the fuck out. But yeah, I was having a moment. I was upset with myself, and I was like, I just feel, you know, it's one of those moments that you just feel, I feel like an idiot. I'm like, fuck, because I want to do well. Like, I want to do well, and I don't want to drop the class. I don't want to take a pre-calc class. I want to just take calculus and get it over with. And so that's the mindset I'm going in with. That's like, just drag yourself through the glass and just make it happen. But it sucks because it's just hard. Like, it's just hard because I don't remember. Like, I haven't done math in 5 years. A lot of the pre-calculus material that goes into calculus, I don't remember. So they're talking about things in class, and they're relating, you know, equations and functions that we would have learned in pre-calculus that I recall, but then there's just like the specific details that I don't necessarily remember. That there's a bunch of material that I don't have memorized from pre-calc that's making calculus really fucking hard, which sucks because I want to be good at calculus. So that's the whole reason why I'm now committing to getting up early and studying for an hour right when I wake up, and then going to school and studying for an hour before class, and then whenever I have any free time, I'm gonna study some more during my free time or my spare blocks and shit. So it's like, I'm really just trying to commit to this idea of, because after reading Deep Work, for those of you who know it, he basically talked about, like, the author talked about how at his time in university, the most productive he was able to be was when he was waking up between like 4 and 5 in the morning and working on the things that mattered most right when he woke up, so that those, because you can only make so many decisions every day. Like, there's an actual thing, it's called decision fatigue. And so if you, like, at the end, like, if I was to wait until the end of the day to start my studying for math, it'd be a lot harder for me to get into that, like, deep state of focus to actually understand what I'm doing. But like, the sooner I can start my day with the thing that's the most important that I'm struggling with, then the more effort and energy can go into it. So that's kind of my idea as to why I'm waking up so early, so I can just like study math more, so I can catch up. So my idea here is that I'm basically gonna be using Professor Leonard's calculus YouTube videos to, my hope is to get ahead of where I'm at in class, so that I can then come to class with questions that can actually be answered, instead of just being like, I literally don't know what's going on. So it's like, I'm basically gonna try and put in the time and the effort on my own time to get ahead and catch up, so that I can participate more in class. So that's kind of just like where I'm at with it. Other than that, though, it was like, after yesterday and having my bad day, I kind of sat back and like had some, I was just reflecting on, like, you know, it's like, why did this make you so upset? And I was just pissed off about a whole variety of things, and it was just a bad day in general. And then as I went to the gym, I had a really good workout, and that helped a lot, and, you know, planned today out so that I could, actually have an idea what needed to get done so I could be productive. So I ended up getting myself back down to base level. But once I was back to base level, I kind of had this realization, and I was reflecting that essentially it's like, okay, you're in university. Do you want to be in university? Yes. Okay. And then I realized, I was like, okay, well, this is hard. Like, I'm struggling and it's hard, and you have two options. When something's hard, you have two options. You can give up, or you can figure it the fuck out. And I was like, are you gonna give up? Well, no, I'm not giving up. I refuse. I'm not giving up. So then there's only one other option, and that's to figure it the fuck out. So I'm gonna figure it the fuck out. So yeah, right now I'm just driving to school. My first class doesn't start till 10, so I'm literally just driving to school. I'm gonna hit the library, and then yeah, I'm just gonna keep studying math. And then I don't even have math class today, so that's kind of nice. But yeah, literally, like, this is the plan. As fucking stupid as it sounds, I gotta lock in, and this is the way to do it. Is get up early, and if I have to sacrifice some sleep or I have to sacrifice some free time to perform well, and because I don't even give a shit about the grades. I just give a shit about understanding the material and being able to actually, like, perform. You know what I mean? So it's like, I need to get good at calculus, and I need to solve this problem. And it's like, I'm not giving up. I'm not dropping the class. I'm just gonna work my fucking ass off to make this happen. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at. That's a little bit of an update of where I'm at and all those things. I'm kind of rambling now, but yeah, so off to school, gonna go study for a bit more for my first class, and then I got computer science, English, and I have another computer science lab today. So that's kind of on the agenda, and then just a lot of math studying. So I will catch you guys probably, I don't know, maybe after I study at the library a bit. It might be like around lunchtime when I eat my lunch, but yeah, we'll talk then. Well, even though yesterday was pretty shit, today is going a whole lot better. I went to the library, studied math for like an hour and a half, went to my first computer science class. I gotta say, I am super glad that I spent the first year before coming to university just kind of like learning some basic programming skills, because a lot of the stuff that we're going over in this first year computer science class, I've already kind of learned. Like, it was all in the context of JavaScript, and this is C++, so it's a little bit different, but like the main ideas and the concepts are still pretty similar to a lot of like the basic understandings and fundamentals you need to know how to program. So pretty happy about that, just being able to sit in class and actually understand what's going on and having context as to what he's actually talking about. So that I found was really helpful. And then just got out of English class. Our first research paper is due in 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, something like that. So yeah, just getting ready for that. We're just talking about thesis statements, how to write thesis statement. And yeah, now I'm just gonna eat my lunch. And then what do we got? Oh yeah, I got like 2 hours of a spare block. I'm so fucking tired right now, it's insane. Like, I've gotten up early like this before, and I used to do it. I basically did that for 3 years straight when I was working construction, was being up at 5:30 in the morning, but then took a year off and, regulated my sleep properly again. So now that today I woke up so early, it's, I woke up at 5:30, it's now 1 o'clock, so I've been awake for 7 hours? Is that how long I've been awake already? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, I guess almost 8. So yeah, I'm pretty tired right now, but it's okay. Got this 2 hour spare block, and then I'm gonna go to my last class, which is a lab, do some more actual programming in C++, and then I'll go home, probably do some more math, and that should probably be the day, because I'm gonna be super tired by then. So yeah, gonna eat my lunch right now, and then I will talk to you guys probably when I get home. All right, well, back home, survived the day. Rest of the day went good. Went to my my lab at the end of the day, and holy fuck, I just said day like 4 times. Yeah, no, it went good. We yeah, like I said, we just had a lab today in our computer science class, so then worked on that for the 2 hour block that we had, drove home, and now I'm back here. Let me actually show you guys what we did. It's kind of cool. All right, so this right here is the little program that I worked on today at school. Now, it's obviously just a very small program that doesn't really serve much purpose, but it does, well, I'll show you what it does. So we start by running it. It asks us for 2 integers. Let's go 11 and 13. So first little bit goes like that. So it does that, and then it asks your first initial. And go 2 and 2. So yeah, as you can see, just obviously messing around with C++ programming, and nothing too valuable there in the terms of doing anything crazy, but still cool to just like mess around with it. And yeah, definitely like the year of learning by myself has helped a lot with this, because like going into class, I can kind of just start working away at the project. So that's pretty cool. There's really only a couple other things I want to talk about today, and one of them is being, so I got a couple of comments and questions and DMs throughout just like the last week, and just people reaching out asking for advice, and the things that they were asking I thought were really valuable. So I just thought it'd be cool to share with you guys as well, because like if they're dealing with these problems, I'm sure someone else out there is dealing with the same things as well. So this first one was a DM that I got, and really this person reached out because they had just gone through their SAT, and they're telling me about how they'd failed it 4 times already, and it was just causing them a lot of like depression and anxiety, and really like weighing on their self-esteem. So they're asking for some advice on how they can deal with that, right? So to summarize the whole message, at the end of it, he basically just asks, do you have any routines or ways you use to boost your self-esteem? Most of my friends have already succeeded, and it makes me feel like I'm worthless. And I thought that was interesting, because it's like, self-esteem is a weird one, right? Because I even remember like back when I was in elementary school and middle school, I was like super skinny, and I didn't have any self-esteem really at all. Like I hated going to like when you were kids and you would go to like the public pool for the day or whatever. I always wore a shirt because I didn't want people to see my fucking bony spine and all my little, just being skinny, right? It was just how I was, and I had no self-esteem. And so that because of that and the way that I perceive myself, I of course thought that other people also perceived me the same way, which I'm sure they did, but it really impacted me. So I had a hard time talking to people. And I know for me, like my self-esteem got so much better once I started working out and actually like seeing myself improve. And I think Alex Hormozi talks about this, basically creating evidence for yourself by doing things. And the more you do them, the more evidence you get, which in this case, if it's self-esteem, it's like the more things that you can do that give you confidence as like an individual, that's how you build your self-esteem. So it's like there's no necessarily like routine. Like if I had to give you a routine, it would be start going to the gym, start eating healthy, read some, mindset books or something, and like really just try and focus on building confidence in your own life. Like become confident in the way you walk and confident in the way you talk, and learn how to communicate with people better, and don't be afraid to, go walk up to random people and start conversations. Like it doesn't have to be like some weird thing, but it's like have more random conversations in public and do things that are going to boost your self-esteem naturally. So, going to the gym is just such a perfect example, because it's like the more you do it, the better you get. And then when you look in the mirror, you see your results, and that makes you feel better about yourself. And like for me, like putting on weight and putting on muscle has given me the most confidence out of anything in my life. So it's just like, I thought that was something that's really important. And then the second thing to his question was basically talking about how so many people feel behind, and like that they that like their friends are ahead of them, or that other people are ahead of them. And first of all, that's because of social media, and all you see on social media is the highlight reels of everyone's lives. So like that's not real. But the second thing is that, and the most important thing is that we're all on our own journeys, right? Like your time frame isn't the same as someone else's when it comes to success, or whatever is in your mind that you picture your life, like whatever you picture your ideal life is. Like, for example, Harrison Ford, the actor who played, Han Solo in Indiana Jones, he didn't get his first acting gig till I think he was 40, right? And look how successful he's been since then. He's like a carpenter or something. So it's like everyone is on their own journey, and everyone's timetable for success is completely different from one another. So comparing yourself to your friends isn't necessarily a bad thing in like a competitive spirit, but when it comes to like directly like, oh, they have more than me, or I wish I had their lives, or it's like, oh, they're more successful than I am, it's just such a bad direct comparison, because like success is different for everyone. So like even though on like a material level they might be more successful, like there could be tons of other parts of their lives that aren't like yours, that are, you know what I mean? Everything's in your perspective. Like success is so subjective. It doesn't, you can't fit it in this box of like, this is what success means, because it's different for everyone. But just to wrap it up, like the final thing I said to him was, at the end of the day, the goal isn't to be successful. It should be to have something that gets you excited and gives you purpose each day. And then there's only one other question that I wanted to kind of bring up today, because I thought it would also be kind of helpful, and it kind of relates to the same idea of like routines and habits. And so the comment I got was, how do you manage the workload before exams for each class? Any advice/tips? Yes, I do have a good tip and advice. So I'm a super stressor. Like I will overthink everything to death, and it really like puts a mental load on me. Just like I overthink every little detail, and if I don't have it figured out, it really, really bothers me. And it's all I'll be thinking about for hours at a time. And so the other day I was stressing about that exact thing really hard. Like, how am I going to manage all these tests and all these assignments and all these labs and make sure everything's done on time? And I was like, how do I keep this organized? Because it was really bothering me and it was stressing me out. And so I took my girlfriend's advice and I decided to actually get out my school planner that I got for free from the school, and I filled out every single date for the next 4 months. Like, here, I'll show you. So this is it. This is for the next 4 months planned out. So September, October, November, December, until the semester's done. So I literally have everything from when do I need to get my readings done, or like what days do I need to have my readings up to date, when do I have quizzes, when do I have tests, when do certain labs start, and when do the labs due? So like everything, I just planned it out for the next 4 months. And now it's actually giving me actionable steps to be like, okay, I can see what's coming, I can look forward, I can look ahead, I can plan exactly what I need to do and what days I need to get certain things done, right? And the other thing that was really, really bothering me is, so I'm struggling in calculus right now, like pretty hard. I'm really behind. So I have to basically double my efforts in math right now by, well, here, I'll show you what I also worked on today. So I spent, like, I mean, you guys saw if you've watched the whole video, obviously, you saw that in the morning I spent basically like 2.5 hours just doing straight doing calculus, and then I realized I got stuck again, being like, I don't have the foundational material and understanding to continue on this calculus course even through YouTube, so I need to do some pre-calculus. And so I basically figured out that the two main things that I'm struggling the most with are trigonometry and functions. Functions not as much, trigonometry a lot. I don't remember like any of the trigonometry. So I basically broke it down into, I went to Professor Leonard's YouTube because he's the GOAT, and I found his pre-calculus course. And so I need to watch basically videos 3 through 13 on his functions topics, and I need to watch videos 78 through 108 on his trigonometry, and then I can start going through the calculus again, and that it should hopefully help. And so basically, it's like, I broke it down to this. Functions, to learn what I need for functions is going to take about 5.3 hours, and for what I need to learn for trig is going to take about 29 hours worth of videos. So altogether, I have 34 hours worth of studying just to get caught up to the beginning of calculus, and then I have to start grinding calculus as well. So that's like, again, like these are the things that I'm doing to just keep myself prepared. So I know exactly how many hours it's going to take me to get caught up to just the beginning of calculus. And then I know exactly what I need to do to get caught up with calculus after that, right? So it's like, even if this next week, like I have a test next week, and the likelihood that I'm going to understand the material on that test is not super high, but if I have to in the short term, if I have to sacrifice that test so I can get caught up with my pre-calculus, and then I can like just fucking slam out the last 3 and get good marks, then I'm fine with that. But I need to understand this prerequisite material, because until then, I'm going to completely fail this class, and I refuse to do that. So it's like, I basically put down, I know exactly what output I need, and now it's just about putting in the inputs. And so I basically broke it down. It's like, if I can study math for 2 to 3 hours per day from now till next Friday, I think I can get about 30 hours of studying in, which gets me really, really close to being done all the pre-calculus material, and then I can get on to the calculus stuff. So that's kind of where I'm at. And also, for anyone who's wondering how to manage their shit, that's how I do it. I just like that, I filled out that planner for an hour and a half, and then I did this morning, just trying to figure out exactly what I need to be doing to stay ahead and manage all these classes and have a regular life still, because like I still want to go to the gym and all these things, right? So that's the level of planning that I'm at, so that I don't go crazy. But I think that's all I got for you guys today. I am absolutely cooked. I'm so tired, and this is just the beginning of it. So I will see you guys in the next video, and if you guys have any more questions, kind of like what I did at the end here, shoot them away, and I'd be happy to answer them as best I can, at least give my own input. So, yeah, till next time.